Hello, everyone. Thank you again for joining the Dreamers Lab podcast of Metaverse Summit. Today, we have Florian from Vienna. So he's an amazing founder who is going to present us more insights around the digital twins and real estate in Metaverse. Hi, Florian.
Hi, Yingji. Thanks for having me.
Amazing. So this week is quite special for you as well, right? So you were just in a XR VR conference. I assume that you have many good contacts, insights, and also some new updates to share with us.
Yeah, sure. There has been a lot of around because the whole XR community gathered in Vienna, the global community, and I've been as well to the side event of Meta, and there's really a lot going around as well with metaverse solutions and extended reality solutions so far.
Amazing. Yeah. So as of, October 2023, we see a lot of news, a lot of updates in the big tech, in hardware side. Can you maybe, as a person highly engaged in industry, share with us some of your comprehensions, some of your observations of the state of art of XR as of today?
Yeah, sure. What I saw just the last 2 days happening in Vienna was that there is a lot of buzz going now around, which is the first time kind of validated. I've been at the side event of Meta and I tried the Meta Quest 3, right? Um, I really think it's some sort of game changer, not only because it's very cheap and affordable for everyone. It really tries to be more photorealistic and immersive than before. You can really engage with the surrounding. Why? Because the focus at the MetaQuest 3 is as well having augmented reality applications on it and mixed reality applications the first time. And the whole saying there was that this enables a lot of corporates in the future to have business cases on this, and as well business cases which the first time monetizes, right? So along with the MetaQuest 3 and the release apparently of a Samsung Google collaboration on a VR class next year and the release of the Apple Vision Pro, I really think that metaverse and spatial web will thrive in the future, and there will be a lot going on in the future. And as you only see the figures are already skyrocketing, maybe from a lower base, but they are. And I think, especially for the young gen, um, this offers huge opportunities for the future to come.
Very interesting. So as of today, we see kind of different headsets positioning themselves in different market segments. So as you are positioning as a more B2B uh, content and technology provider, so can you maybe give us more insights around what are the comprehensions of different, let's say, partners, clients, or yourself regarding the usage in the B2B market of different headsets?
Yeah, these headsets provide many different use cases, right? I can talk only maybe more in depth about what we do with it. We focus on real estate developers. We focus on immersive real estate and immersive VR tours, meaning that with the MetaQuest 3, you could walk around in these newly built apartments which are about to be built, right? And immerse yourself and engage with the apartment. What we know is that the young generation wasn't really addressed with real estate. So we think that the future here is within virtual reality, uh, as well with some teleporting to Web3 spaces, meaning that we are one of the first providers who did Fortnite for real estate as well. And hearing that Fortnite goes into VR as Roblox did is very promising for us in this sense. So engage with the audience, going away from static experience into immersive experiences was really very rewarding to see all these companies at the XR conference in Vienna, right? They were all early adopters in their space. And it really was so unnerving and intriguing for us to see that this whole branch, this whole industry um, is expanding, and the growth rate in the different sectors, regardless of where extended reality is currently focusing on, is really going upwards, and not steadily, but really in a, at least when you consider augmented reality and mixed reality applications, really skyrocketing. So I'm so super positive about this. You know that on a founder's journey, on an entrepreneurial journey, it's always like you have these upwards and these downwards. And the XR conference in Vienna was really something which promised to be that you can count on. And this is something for a founder, at least, something ensuring that the future is bright and that it's worth going for it, even if there are some downturns as well.
Indeed, like people building in XR, some of them were there already since 2000, let's say 15, 16. And
Exactly. Yeah.
all the new headsets coming and going. For instance, like the Google Daydream headset went quite long time ago, appeared for a very short time. Some new headsets coming with the higher quality, with more freedom of creation. So as of the market where you are positioning, can you maybe tell us more about your entrepreneurship journey? Did you observe a point in the beginning? What are the value proposition you imagined? What are the challenges for entrepreneurship that you have as well?
We started actually 2 years ago with PropX, right? And we started maybe as someone else. We pivoted. We pivoted in completely different directions now, and but the pivot as we uh, right now going for is, as far as I think, in the long term, the best way to go. It's immersive virtual reality. We started as others with 3D renderings, static tours of real estate, going from one viewpoint to another. It's fine. And still, in Europe, 9 out of 10 developers are pursuing 3D renderings and architecture plans. Still, we know that the young gen um, does not understand or does not really engage with renderings or something. Um, we have been knowing that 3D renderings costs still a lot for marketeers to go for, but they have no interconnections with the young gen. And as we know that 7 out of 10 newly built apartments are going to up to 35-year-olds. So we know that something has to change, right? And so we went into these immersive realities and we connected with the XR community. And now we are already looking at dozens of clients of ours which see the benefits of extended and virtual reality and augmented reality applications. And the nice thing about it is that we are early adopters in our space, and it's very small still, and this is becoming very huge. And so me and our co-founders and our team, we are very betting on this journey. And besides all the downwards and the downturns which always exists and saying that metaverse is dead and something like that. We see it actually the opposite. So quite happy to be in this space as it is very exciting. And yeah, let's see where it goes.
We keep being here, believing in it. Of course, pivoting is very important for different entrepreneurs. We always need to find the product market fit, and sometimes the market change. The product does need to change as well. Potentially, maybe for end users, can you maybe give us more experiences, insights around what does it mean for end users around real estate in the virtual world? Why is it important, and then what are the specific use cases?
Yeah, I mean, very broad question. I try to pinpoint it. It's all about engagement, right? It's all about interaction with the customer. Um, if you do not provide an application which interacts with the customer, it doesn't work. We live in this social media world where everything is going super fast, and within a second it's forgotten, right? So engagement for brand awareness matters, is the most important thing. And so anybody out there trying to make his footprint in the business world in XR, I think always focus on engagement with the young audience, focus on interactive environments, focus on 3D avatar enabled environments. And then you will see an upward, then you will see user engagement, multiplayer experiences. Um, this is something which a user remembers, right? A user needs to remember you. If he doesn't remember you, when he interacted with you, he won't be your future client. So this was the first thing we always said to ourselves: we need to build as PropX applications which are engaging with the audience in a B2C matter. And this is one of the most important things I always repeat saying is engagement, engagement, engagement.
That's amazing, and it reminds me of what you mentioned as the Fortnite for real estate as well. Because in the XR world, sometimes we cannot have it all. We cannot have at the same time perfect precision use case such as B2B visualization, remote collaboration, um, and highly high quality environment rendered ray tracing. So there's either Fortnite or real time collaboration, which is sometimes
Exactly. Yeah.
pretty ugly. Just this industrial style real virtual world. I remember trying a medical software, let's say in XR headset, which is quite specific. It's great for training, but not for Fortnite for sure. So can you maybe elaborate it more? Like, why is it important to have this notion, let's say, of fun plus utility at the same time?
Um, we do business because we are passionate about it in an ideal world, right? But we also do business, or we are an entrepreneur because to money. We want to earn money with the application we provide to customers. So what we did, and we not only visualize the world, but we make it interactive in a whole XR environment to engage with the customer. And maybe Yingqi, you show the last 3D digital twin we made, so I may have some comments on that. There is a financial district in Riyadh which is about to be built in 10 years, right? So people maybe want to see what it looks like today, and maybe they want to interact within this 3D world. So what we do is we build this in an XR environment. this last project we built with Unreal Engine, it's a gaming engine, right? Gaming engines provide you with the tool set to make an environment interactive. So we reference this, we take different raw data sets, XR tracing, etc., and then you walk it around as your avatar and you engage with the people around you in a multi-user experience. And this is always something, especially the young gen, but as well others. There are 3.2 billion users worldwide on gaming, right? And this community is thriving. So it's there. The people, 70% of people till the age of 35 are shaped by video games. So it's such a great business case, and it's a business use case which as well you can monetize on, because people remember you when you build environments like this. It's not about static 3D renderings or something. It's about make it engaging, make it a multi-user experience. And, sales cycles, we know from our clients that their sales cycles shortened, that their prices for the pre-built apartments rose, etc. And they remember you as a brand, right? And this is all about in a such fast-paced social media world where we are right now. So this is where we're going to. This is where our focus lies on. And it is as well, and maybe the last sentence to this, you can connect this with IoT layers on site. You can connect it to any API interfaces, to payment gateways, etc. So this is really something not only on a visualization part, it's much more than this. And if you count on this technology for the future to come, I think this is really going to be the right way to go for.
Mm-hmm. Maybe while we are still playing the fantastic video, so can you maybe elaborate like a scenario for end users? Let's say in the future with more mature IoT tech, with more trackers, with more real-time data, what are the use cases of this kind of very high poly virtual world? What are the transactions or real life use cases the users can have?
Yingxi, there's so many use cases on this. So just maybe say a few of this. There is the use case for fashion, right? There is the use case for virtual commerce. There are already brands like Gucci and others going into, and Ralph Lauren, they did metaverse solutions, and they're now going into virtual commerce, which means they sell virtually their articles, their product, and it works, right? Because if you do it right, you virtually commerce in a photorealistic environment, and not something which is very pixelated, right? We are already in the stage technically that we can do it in a photorealistic way. And you see here right now, Starbucks, you go into it and you may virtually, buy a coffee, right? And for the reward of virtually buying a coffee, you get a discount on a physical, on a real world, let's say, I don't know, merchandising of Starbucks, whatever. So there is this vicious cycle of going virtually into experiences, earning rewards for it, and then get discount real rewards in the real world. And this is what brands now strive for, all with Roblox and Fortnite. What is the main reason behind all this? It's about getting the young gen into a cycle of engagement. And when they engage with you, they buy your products, right? So this is something you may can as well, this is something which is a pillar globally. That's not just works for Europe or Asia or the US. It's just a global thing. Engagement with the audience, and you can monetize on this business use case if you make it right.
Wonderful. So I can hear in this scenario a lot of kind of different stakeholders, right? Many has some either marketing engagement and ROI priority. The users are also at the same time, of course, looking for fun experience, but also looking for any kind of course, promotion and personalization of experience and personalized products. So, in an imagined scenario, what are you going to do as an entrepreneur to fit into this future scenario? And then, what do you think the other stakeholders in the industry should pay attention to as of today?
Um, Coming back shortly, very good question. Coming back shortly to Meta side event, right? What they said is, for instance, is when you do an AR ad of something of any brand in the of any brand in the real world, right? You have your building. You say you have some Pizza Hut or something, and then from the Pizza Hut you let on an AR ad. I don't know. Work on an R ad with it. Mater said the engagement is up to 5 to 12 times higher with the audience than you would just do a classical ad on it. Why is this? Because people engage with the real, they engage with repostings all the time because they are excited about the AR ad. So, um, just one use case doing AR ads pays off multiple times if you would only do it in a classical way as of now. So again, if you consider these new business use cases out there, it's so worth it as a brand, not only as a luxury brand, but as well as other brands. I don't know, auto manufacturers, right? What happened just recently? BMW, Honda, they went into Fortnite. Why are they doing this? I mean, they're not selling any cars there, right? But what they say is our future audience, the future auto buyers, they should engage with my brand. That is always the ultimate goal of these huge brands, these huge billion-dollar companies, engagement with their brand. Because, as said, this whole world of Web3, of social media is so fast paced that you just forget about the brand in the minute you scroll further, right? So they try with these branded worlds to engage with their brand and so to monetize deeply on this. And as well, Mater just gave this presentation for esteemed developers society there in Vienna, and I fortunately could take part with it. And the saying was, go with mixed reality, go with AR, go with immersive virtual reality ads, and then you will be on the right side for the future.
Amazing. Yeah, we are ready. We are preparing at least. So maybe a final word around, 2024. We are already at the end of 2023. A lot of upcoming updates that are longly waited by the community, as you mentioned, Apple, Samsung, Google, but also the Meta mass market approach. So can you maybe tell us more about your plan and maybe some future prospects as of the near future in the industry?
Yeah, I mean, concerning the industry, as said, Google apparently in collaboration with Samsung will present the VR glasses. Apple will release their VR glasses as well, at least in the US. Let's see how it works out for Europe. Um, there will be probably a lot of updates concerning Meta as well. They are really pushing into um, immersive reality as well. So it's super exciting. Concerning PropX, maybe to us, we will push more into Fortnite, especially on the side of real estate. So we already published some branded islands in the way of, as a use case, Fortnite for real estate, showing real estate, showing virtual cities, whole virtual cities in Fortnite, and then walking around there and have fun and in a multiplayer experience. So I think this is going for it as well. There was this saying that Fortnite is going into VR as Roblox does. So with the Meta Quest 3, you can then, in an immersive virtual reality, experience Fortnite and Roblox. And this is something which makes it even more engaging and exciting, I think, in the next years to come. Just maybe a last figure from my side is there is the statistics that now by the end of 23, around $30 billion are spent on metaverse gaming solutions. And within the next 7 years, so till the year 2030, this will skyrocket to around $170 billion. So you have here a compound annual growth rate of about 50%. I don't know a lot of areas which have these growth rates actually predicted. So I'm happy to be in the space, and let's see where it goes, right?
Indeed, let's see where it goes while we are like doing our part of it. So many thanks for sharing all the updates and insights, and also the product, the journey actually around the Fortnite style experience in XR, and looking forward to more this kind of experiences, and linked with all these other IoTs or smart home APIs, or what's going to happen in the future waiting for us. Thank you so much, Florian, again for joining us, and then see you very soon.
Yingxi, so much thanks that that I could present a little of my views for this world, and I thank you so much for having me here, and looking forward to speak to you soon.